All right, so now that we kind of know what affiliate marketing is, and I kind of touched on money and the abundance of it, I want to dive into your different markets you can get into. And what I mean by that is there really is only three markets that every single business fits into. So, three categories, and I'm going to cover exactly which ones we want to avoid, which ones we don't want to avoid. And then that way, when I go over the next lessons over the next day or so, we can kind of dive deeper into more of like the offer creation side of things and the affiliate marketing side of things in more detail. So, very first thing you have to do is, of course, understand what money is, understand that it's in abundance, understand what affiliate marketing is, and again, I'll touch on it. Affiliate marketing is a product or service that you do not physically own, that you are building a offer or building a creation on top of the affiliate service or product or adding more to it. And every time you sell that thing, you are getting paid a commission, and then you're basically moving on to the next sale. Now, before I get into the markets, I want everyone to know, if you don't have a business, if you're not familiar in business, the bread and butter of every single business in existence is marketing and sales. Okay? No business would ever be in business if they don't have sales, and no business would ever have sales if they don't have marketing. So marketing and sales drives every business out there. So if you remove your bank stuff, you remove your tax stuff, you remove your offer creation stuff, you remove your website, you remove all of the fluff that has to do with running a business or owning a business. When it comes down to it, there's two things that drive profitability, which actually makes the business an actual business: the sales and marketing. So when you're doing affiliate marketing, you are only doing sales and marketing. That's it. The fulfillment will be done by the affiliate side of things, regardless if it's a product or a service. All you have to focus on is the marketing and the sales, which is really easy and really cool. And that's one of the number one reasons why, personally, when people come and ask me, where do I start making money? How do I start making money? How do I build an audience? How do I find an offer? How do I figure out if people want my thing? I say start with affiliate marketing. And you'll kind of see why when we kind of go over this graph. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen over so you guys can now see my screen. We're going to be doing this on a whiteboard. Now, you probably see on the screen it is health, wealth, and relationships. Them are the three categories that every single business in the entire world fits under. They're either in health, wealth, or relationships. Relationships could be doing things that add status to somebody, doing things that are networking, doing things that are building relationship when it comes to single or trying to get into a relationship, or when you're trying to fix a marriage, or like anything to do with relationships, people to people relationships, business to business relationships, anything along them lines, that fits under the category of relationships. The middle one, wealth, I'm going to come back to. The first one is health. Now, the health is pretty self-explanatory. It is anything regarding your personal health, not like a business health. This is just your personal health. Now, the wealth. What's really cool about wealth is it is a profit-generating category, meaning everybody that is coming in there is more than willing to pay you money because they're going to be making money from the service. So let me get out my handy dandy pencil here. I hope you guys are seeing this well. So when I am looking at affiliate marketing, I don't want to do relationships. Reason why is relationships take a long time to build. They involve having to give value on both sides at a very high level to build the relationship. There is minimal, unless you are giving somebody status. So I'm not even going to write out the full status. So unless you're giving somebody status, you're raising their status. That's an ugly looking arrow, but you get the point. Unless you're raising their status, relationships are not the place to go. Because really hard to build a scalable business, really hard to get a very big following on it, because if you're doing relationships for people that are single, well, now you got to coach somebody through getting unsingle. That could take months, even years. If you're doing marriage counseling, if you're doing business relationships, there's time to curate that, right? And we don't want a business that takes a lot of time to curate. Also, when people are looking at relationships, unless it is improving their status, they will not put heavy emphasis into doing that because they feel that they could build it on their own. So people don't pay a lot of money for relationship building things unless it is enticing their status, like getting somebody the blue check mark on Instagram or getting somebody the Facebook check mark. That would be raising somebody's status. People would pay a lot of money for that. But you could kind of categorize that into wealth too, because if you're raising somebody's status when it comes to their idol sign, so to say, they're going to be getting more wealth off of that. So you could almost tie that into relationships and wealth. So we're not going to cover that. We're not going to talk about that. Don't want to spend too much time on that. We're not going to do anything in relationships. Now, health. Health is an amazing place to generate profit. For those of you that know me, know that I started, one of my affiliate deals that I started that actually became really successful doing was Enagic or Kangen water. It's a health thing. What I learned, and this came from hard times, when I started the affiliate business, times were good, really good. Everybody was willing to dump money into health. So I was making a lot of money. But the market kind of took a shit. Everything kind of took a shit. People were losing money. People didn't want to invest a lot of money into their health when it comes to like high investment deals. And you'll kind of understand later on in this video why I'm saying this. So we're not going to do anything in health. I've done stuff in health. I've been successful in health. I can tell you firsthand that health is secondary placement for people, believe it or not. And it's not the right way to think in my personal opinion, but believe it or not, people don't put money in their health if the market's going to shit like it is right now. Like I'm recording this in October of 2022. We're technically in a recession, and business is not necessarily hard, but people are not dumping money into things that they don't absolutely need or things that aren't generating them money. So where we want to start and where we want to go, and I'm going to highlight it in red, is the wealth category. Now, the reason I want to be in the wealth category is I kind of touched on it earlier. We are going to be able to, and let me clear my board here. Oh God, no. I didn't want to clear it that much. Un momento. Por favors. Oh, jeezel. It's fine. We know we're doing wealth, so I'll just shoot. And there's the wealth. I'm not even going to spell it all back out and make it look pretty. We're all on the same page. So we're doing wealth. We're not doing health. We're not doing relationships. We're doing wealth. A couple reasons why. If you are providing a service that is making people money, they will, in turn, pay you more money. Simply put. So making money in hard times, making money in bad times is very easy. And if you're starting a business, I've been down the ringer. I have started businesses that have suffered when the market has collapsed. You want to be somewhere where the money is always going to be flowing. And the money will always be flowing if it's flowing both directions. Meaning that the person's paying you for something and then they're going to see some type of physical return using the product or service in some way, shape, or form. That's number one. That's the number one reason why I love the wealth category. Second reason is MRR. MRR. Now, what does MRR stand for? Monthly recurring revenue. In relationships, really hard to build monthly recurring revenue. In health, really hard to build monthly recurring revenue. In the wealth sector, though, very, very, very easy to build monthly recurring revenue. Now, why is monthly recurring revenue the number two thing that I wish to talk about outside of being able to make people money? Well, it's pretty simple. So if you have monthly recurring revenue, all your bills are paid. All your bills come out every single month, don't they? Your car bill, your Netflix bill, your internet bill, your credit card payment, your house payment, your gas, your electric, everything comes out monthly, just about. So if you can build a business that achieves monthly recurring revenue, you're going to be in business a lot longer, and you're going to be very happy to be in that business because you're not going to ever suffer, because every time you have a payment or every time you have some type of money that has to come out of your account, you have money coming into your account. So that's the second reason. Third reason in wealth is in this particular market, and I'm not going to speak for all products, but the products that I go after in the wealth market are going to be high ticket. Okay? Now, with high ticket and monthly recurring revenue, you know what that leaves you with? That leaves you with every single month having super high amounts of influx into your bank account, right? You can't necessarily do that in health, and you can't necessarily do that in relationships. I'm sure you can, and I'm sure there's people that could probably prove me wrong, but I am saying when times are bad, people will always spend money as long as they're willing to make money. So that's why I'm sticking with the wealth category. It is also very, very easy to do sales, and that's another reason, right? We're just going to do an S here for sales. Very easy to do sales in the wealth market because they're generating money. So the person on the other end, your client that's coming in to buy the affiliate deal from you, is looking at it not as, oh, this is going to be an investment and it's an investment in me or an investment in this product or service. It's an investment that's going to turn money for them. So sales are very easy because you're basically like, hey, I can give you this, but on the flip side, you're going to be getting this and it's going to help you this. Okay? And I know I'm keeping it very vague, but there's a reason for why I'm keeping it very vague. So them are the 4 main reasons why I like the wealth market. Again, money for money. Very easy to get. Everything in the wealth is high ticket. Not everything, but most things in the wealth market are high ticket. And most things in the wealth market, you can get monthly recurring revenue. So another thing that, and I'm going to go on my personal business here that I'm actually running. And this is my favorite word ever. SaaS. Now, why do you ask? Why is SaaS my favorite word ever, right? Well, my favorite word ever, before I go into why it's my favorite word, let me cover what it means. Software as a service. Software as a service, SaaS. I have had a SaaS company since the very second I started my entrepreneurial career. And let me explain how that is. So I have had a marketing agency, and I'm just going to do MA for marketing agency. I've had a marketing agency. My marketing agency is ran off of software, right? And I am offering that software as a service. So my marketing agency offers software as a service. Now, what's the cool thing about being in this industry and being in the wealth industry and having a marketing agency in this industry? The coolest thing is that beautiful word MRR that we were just talking about, monthly recurring revenue, goes hand in hand with my favorite word, SaaS. Now, do you want to know why? Because almost every single software that is out there is on a monthly recurring basis. MRB, monthly recurring basis. Meaning that when somebody signs up for my agency software, right, and I'm helping them generate leads for their business, okay? Because that's what my agency does in a short term, or a 50-foot view, should I say. It's just generating people leads for their business. I have software that I have built that is allowing me to set it up and maintain it very, very easily without a lot of man hours. My clients are getting paid because I'm generating them clients, and as long as they're good at sales, they're making money. My clients are paying me monthly recurring revenue because of it being a SaaS company. So they're paying me every single month to run marketing for them. And in return, they're paying for the software, and they're paying me, and I'm making monthly recurring revenue, and it's a software as a service. Now, let's get into some nitty-gritty stuff. And hold on to your britches because it's about to get technical. I'm going to try to keep it as untechnical as I possibly can. But I have found a way, and I'm just going to put AM. AM stands for affiliate marketing. I found a way to put AM with sause. Now AM plus sause equals freedom. And I'm just going to put F instead of spelling out or freedom. Now, how does affiliate marketing plus sause equal freedom? Well, I'm going to give you one secret sauce that I've made thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point in time. WL. Do you know what WL stands for? WL stands for white label. Now, what white label stands for is I can go and find a software that does lead generation. I can buy the rights to it, so I pay the software company money to have rights to the software. I white label it. So now we have POM, P-O-H-M. POM is my marketing agency, stands for Pursuit of Happiness Marketing, POM. Okay. We are a SaaS company. I buy software. So I'm buying some guy's stuff, meaning it's affiliate marketing, because it's not technically my product or service, but because I'm buying it and because I'm white labeling it, I am then able to change the name legally to Pursuit of Happiness Marketing. It's Pursuit of Happiness's marketing software. And then what my funnel looks like off of this, and this is where the F comes in, that freedom part. So we have my funnel, here we are, right? So people are, and I'm going to do people at the bottom and the top because you'll see why. So I have people I'm actively feeding into the top of my funnel. The first thing they do is they get my lead generation software. My POM team then sets up the software, so it is a done for you software. Okay. Sets up this lead generation system, providing the client with more clients, and these are people. Sorry, I know it's horrible, but you know, it works. You guys are going to get the point. It's all that matters. Provides clients to my company, and then the client makes money. Oh God, that's a bad sign. Let me redo that one. That one's just horrid. My client then makes money off of every single client that we generate them, and then they continue to pay me money. Do you guys see the beautiful part of this? If this POM done for you service that I'm doing requires very minimal work from my team, both to manage and run, requires minimal work. Most of the time I can set it up and spend 2 hours a month making sure it's running efficiently, unless they're changing their offer or changing their system or adding something to it. Normally 2-3 hours a month. It's all it needs to make sure it's running efficiently. The bulk of it is setting it up at first. But here's the cool part. Because I bought white label, remember that word white label? Because I bought the software for POM, that big setup that is in the front, that it's in the start, was already built for me. I literally am just following a guide that the affiliate, the white label company that I purchased the rights to, set up. So guess what this means? This means I don't need a big team. BT for big team. Don't need a big team. Don't need a high overhead. And every single month, my clients are making money and my clients are continue to paying me money. Now, in the perfect world, and the reason why I have a done for you service, if I wasn't going to do a done for you service, I would make less commissions off of what I'm doing. But let's say I want to take less money. So less money for POM, for me, right? I can then outsell the clients right? So I'm going to clear it again. So I can then have my clients, we're just going to do a C instead of drawing people. So I can have my clients come in, buy from Palm, right? They bought from my agency. I can then transfer the client to my white label partner. My white label partner does the service for the client, and then they pay me money, and they run it every single month. So what's Palm doing? In this case, Palm is an affiliate. Palm is doing sales and marketing. My service is being fulfilled by somebody else, but the client on this end, because I've bought white label rights, has no idea that I'm white labeling it. From their perspective, they're working with Palm. This company does not exist to them, but yet it exists. Yet they set up my service. Yet they set up my product. Now, I don't want to get into too much more detail because there's a lot of technicals around it, and I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time at all. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys and what I'm trying to show you guys is how you can leverage affiliate marketing in the wealth sector. And this is just one idea. I do this, and I'm tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to kind of give you guys a deep dive on exactly how my agency is doing this and how we're automating stuff and how we're doing a lot of crazy stuff with this. But I learned this from affiliate marketing. And I sat back and I was like, well, how can I get monthly recurring revenue, have affiliate marketing, have my own business with my own brand, so if need be, because this is number one, a fear for every single affiliate that I talk to is long-term sustainability. Well, if I own the brand and every person, every client is buying from Pursuit of Happiness Marketing, I can then switch my white label partners as much as I want. I can add as many services as I want. As long as they're white labeling, they're all going to be underneath the Pursuit of Happiness Marketing team. But I don't have to fulfill. That's why I'm able to work from home. That's why I don't have to have a big old office. That's why I'm able to travel. That's why I'm able to spend all this free time doing whatever I want. Is because I'm having other companies fulfill for my company. Of course, you vet them. Of course, you make sure they're going to do the service. Of course, you always try the service first to make sure it's going to be correct. But this is like high level affiliate marketing. This is where the big dollars come into play. And this is where the monthly recurring revenue comes into play. This is where the wealth sector is because you're in lead generation. So every single person that's paying you money, they're paying me high ticket, $5,000 to $10,000 per client. And then every single month, I'm making $500-600 every single month from each client, right? Add that up. It adds up pretty quickly. You want to be free from a job? You get 3 marketing clients inside of a white labeled agency that is done by the affiliate marketing, how I have it set up. You're free of a job. You're going to be making more money than your job. It's very quick, very easy. Compared to when I was doing original affiliate marketing, which was in the health sector, and I was promoting Enagic and Kangen Water and all these other companies in the health sector. And then I kind of moved over to the wealth sector, and I was doing the One Funnel Away Challenge, and I was doing coaching, and I was doing all of this stuff. All of it involved me to have a heavy workload. I didn't want to work. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have a business that would run for me so while I'm on vacation, it's making me profit. So if you set up marketing, if you set up your lead generation systems, if you use the systems correctly, and I'm going to kind of show you guys the systems later on, you can then automate most of your business, have a very small team of VAs, maybe a graphic designer because you have to produce some type of content to generate leads or run some type of ads or have some type of lead generation system or software. As long as your client fulfillment is done correctly, and as long as your clients are happy, and as long as your white label partner is doing everything that they're supposed to do, you're going to have a successful business without actually having to build a successful business. I just gave you the cheat code. I just gave you all the sauce. And a lot of people think affiliate marketing is like, oh, let me grab this book or this webinar, or let me promote this person's product, or let me promote this person's service. But I took a different route. I said, how can I tie affiliate marketing, and I hope light bulbs are going off in your head, how can I tie affiliate marketing into my products and my services? How can I leverage affiliate marketing inside of my own company to where I don't necessarily have to have all of this craziness when it comes to building a company. And that's my secret sauce, guys. So that's all the time. I don't want to take up too much more of your time today. That's the secret sauce. Tomorrow, next day, I'm going to be going over the softwares that I'm using, some of the softwares that I'm using. I'm not going to cover all of my secret sauce because then there would be none left for me. But I will be covering the nitty gritty. When it comes to this white label stuff, when it comes to this white label agency, specifically affiliate marketing agency, what I'm going to call it, let's just call it affiliate marketing agencies. You have unlimited resources. Because what business, what company that is established, if you say, hey, company, whoever, regardless if they're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, Google, whatever, any company, if you're like, hey, I'm starting a marketing agency, I would like to add another branch of services to my marketing agency, would you be interested in a white label partnership? I'm going to send you guys clients, and I just expect a little bit of commission. They're going to say yes every single time. And then if you build that relationship and build that partnership with them and build it successfully, then you could say, hey, at first, maybe they're like, you got to do all the sales and you got to do all the marketing and you got to do everything. So be it. Let's do it. But once you establish a relationship and once you build that relationship with that agency, that white label agency that you're talking to or you're trying to bring into your company, guess what happens? You could be like, would you be, if I send you leads and I do all the lead generation and I do all the marketing and I send you clients, would you answer sales calls for me on my behalf as if you're answering for Pursuit of Happiness Marketing? And you're only selling your services. It's just you got to sell them under our name because we're your white label partner. They're probably going to say yes. And then what does that do? That frees you up. Now what do you have to do? Marketing. And you can automate marketing. Marketing is very easy to automate, and we're going to kind of cover that later on in this group. So just think about that for a second. You can do all this stuff, and at a certain point in time, once you build that relationship with your white label partner, and they start doing your sales calls for you, and they start building your business for you, basically, you don't even have to have any employees. You don't even have to have management. That white label partner is going to handle it all. Of course, there's problems that arise, and there's stuff that can happen. And I personally didn't want to put my entire... I have learned my lesson when it comes to putting my entire business in the hands of another company. I personally still have a sales team. I personally still have my own marketing team. I personally do my own marketing. I personally do my own sales. I also have people that do sales for me. But we use our white label services to actually fulfill our clients. So we're still in full control. And if for some reason that the white label agency doesn't work out, because I'm the contact point for all of my clients, and I'm building the list of all my clients, and all the clients are believing Pursuit of Happiness Marketing is doing all the products and services for them. If something goes bunk with the one white label partner, I can jump on the internet and find 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or 20 or 30 other people, businesses, companies that are offering the same service. And as long as their price points are the same, and as long as they're willing to do white label, click, replaced. I just replaced a whole entire team. It's that simple. There's no stress in this business because it's unlimited. You're never going to run out. You don't have to hire. You don't have to fire. It's amazing. It's perfect. I absolutely love this. So this is high-level affiliate marketing. We're going to cover more tomorrow. That's pretty much a wrap for today, and I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in.